guys, I'm here today. It is real life. I'm still in my PJ shirt. I was getting ready this morning and I thought this would be a great time to do a little video for you. I have my helper if you hear her. I'm sorry if it's distracting, but this is the way I can get some videos done. So, what I'm going to do today is kind of like a little battle of the tinted brow gels. I have been using the Benefit Gimme Brow for years. I love it. This is my second one. Hands down, love it, love it, love it. The first day that I ran out of my first one, I went to Target immediately, purchased the NYX brow one. To me, it was such garbage. I think I returned it that afternoon because I had gone out again. It was just, it didn't do anything. Like it had like, it basically was clear brow gel with like the faintest hint of color. It didn't do any like filling in. It didn't have like the fibers to really like plump up your eyebrows and fill in the gaps. It just had like a little bit of hole. To me, it was terrible, terrible. So I've always used the Benefit Gimme Brow. Like I don't go a day without doing my brows. So if I'm just hanging around the house, I would just use this because it's a little bit more natural look. And previous to recently, it only came in 2 shades, like a really light one and then a dark one. And I have the medium deep, which I thought was a little dark for me personally, but you know, it worked. And if you can tell, you can see like the texture. That's not like old, it's just kind of the fibrousness. And so it has a really dark, kind of like charcoal gray tint, but it worked. I liked it. Occasionally when I would fill in my brows, I would use it over it. It's just kind of like a finishing thing. And it looked really wonderful. Loved it, loved it. And lately, there's just been a lot more of these brow gels on the market. Like I said, I tried the NYX one. It was terrible. I know the Ultimix one that some people rave about. But the best budget-friendly one that I hear people talk about is the Essence Make Me Brow. I believe it's like $2.99. They have maybe a blonde one. And then this says it's 03 Soft Brownie Brows. So I don't know. I think there was like a darker one they didn't have in stock. So I got this. Strictly so I could try. I've been trying to get the one that I think would be my shade for probably this entire year. But Ulta, they don't ever have, you know, it's really hard to get a free shipping. And I don't order $50 worth of from them pretty, you know, really. So I haven't been able to add it to my order. And then they've been doing the 21 Days of Beauty. And I tried, if you're platinum, you get those shipped for free. Anyways, I tried to add that to my order and I was charged the shipping for just that. So I didn't place the order. So long story short, when I was in the store, they had this shade. I picked it up just to try. And I will swatch it beside it. And it doesn't look that light on my hand. But in my brows, it just looks like highlights, like strokes of blonde throughout. It's a really pretty shade. I gave it to my mom and she absolutely loves it. She hasn't even been filling in her brows since I gave this to her. I snuck it out of her makeup bag so I could film the video. I was wearing this. I couldn't wear it on my own, but I was wearing it over my eyebrow pencil. And I liked it, but it was just too light. As far as the comparison, you can see it's a lot more liquidy wet than the Gimme Brow, but for the price difference, I would say it's a very good contender. It's not necessarily as dry, giving you the as many fibers as the Gimme Brow, but it gives it's pretty comparable, especially for the price. So if you can find a match or you can find it in your Ulta, pick it up. Okay. Next up, Gimme Brow. Benefit has released a ton of new brow stuff. Before I canceled my Birchbox, I had gotten a sample of Gimme Brow in the shade 3. They have expanded their shade range. And this one is a little bit of a different tone than the original that I had. This is the shade 3. So I'm going to compare it. You can see it's warmer. So it's like more brown, where this is better, like a dark gray, like a charcoal gray, I would say. So this is a shade up from that one, but warmer. Love the Gimme Brow, but I just wanted to give you a swatch comparison in case you used to use the medium deep and you don't know. Still love the Gimme Brow, great. But my most recent acquisition is the Glossier Boy Brow. I've been wanting to try this for so long, but I kept just kind of putting it off, and I finally just bit the bullet. I did do a demo, which I will insert here. And this is me applying the Benefit Boy Brow to this eyebrow. Okay, this is going to be the little demo of me filling in this eyebrow with the Boy Brow. This is the eyebrow with the Anastasia brow wiz, and then this is like a naked brow. Yeah. Okay, so I have the Anastasia Brow Wiz in medium brown, and I'll swatch that on my hand just for comparison. Right there. And then I have the Boy Brow right here. So you can see it does a really good job of, you know, filling in and providing color. Okay. Here's the Boy Brow, and all of these have the really small wands. The NYX one did not have a small of a wand. Okay, there's the Boy Brow, there's the Anastasia, there's the Essence, there's the Benefit Brow Wiz in the old shade, and this is the Benefit Gimme Brow. Sorry, I think I said Gimme Brow in the new shade 3. So I would say the Benefit new one is the most comparable in shade to the Boy Brow, which I do have in brown, I forgot to mention. As far as the textures go, I would say the old Gimme Brow is the most dry. It could be my tube's a little bit older, but the new one is a little creamier. The Essence is a little more watery. And then this, it's kind of like, I don't want to say a mousse, but it's more of like a, kind of, it's a little fluffier and creamier. I'm so used to the Benefit Gimme Brow that when I fill my eyebrows, it's not like crunchy to the point of being annoying, but I can definitely feel it. Where this, it has a different feel. I don't want to say tacky, because that sounds really bad, but it does have like a little bit of a tackier feel than the Gimme Brow. Where the Gimme Brow is a little more crunchy, crispy, if that makes any sense. I've been wearing this many days. I've worn it by itself. I've worn it over the Anastasia, and I have to say, I really love it. I definitely prefer the Glossier Boy Brow to the Gimme Brow. The price is a lot better. This, I can't remember the price right now. It's like pushing $30. This is around $15. Glossier, they have sales here and there. If you spend, I think, $30, you get free shipping. I like Glossier. They're a little more like clean than Benefit. If you're into, you know, that kind of thing, like the green beauty. It's not green, but you know what I mean. If this was the only color left, I would say this is so much better, especially for the shade range. But now that they've expanded, these are comparable. So I like this match a lot better than this, but I will continue to use this one because it is so good. It's like one of my favorite makeup products. If you were to always say, like, what are your, probably like even top 3 makeup products, I would say the Benefit Gimme Brow. But I'm going to have to say, I think the Boy Brow is going to knock it out of the contender price, shade, and it does the exact same thing. I love it. Love it, love it, love it so much. So, and it gives great hold too. So, I thought I would do this kind of like showdown comparison battle just to show you and just to tell you. One thing I will say, if you were to tell me to pick between the Essence and the Glossier, I myself would still pick the Glossier because it has a little bit more of a better coverage as far as filling in. and the hold where this is a little thinner, but for the price difference, this is still a really good thing. It just depends how important brows are to you. If you're somebody that's like, I don't need a lot of help, then this may be great. Since this is like one of my favorite things to do, I do every day. It's one of my top 3 favorite products. The Glossier is better. And since this shade is so light, or not so light, but the way it is, I think the next shade would probably just not be a match for me. But like I said, it's hard for me to get my hands on. I've never seen the shade I wanted in the store. I mean, if you place orders over $50 on Ulta.com, then it may be worth it to you. I've yet to place one this year that I could add it to my cart. So that's just my 2 cents. The winner of this is by far the Glossier Boy Brow. I highly suggest you give it a shot. So anyways, that is all for this video. We're gonna go, Miss Chatty Cathy, and I will talk to you guys later.